Guess what I got? You see him back here? My Sith holocron to go with my Jedi one? Black crystal, black kyber crystal. I'm special. Anyway, I just thought I'd show that off for all the geeks. Hey, it's Em. I'm back after being gone for a very long time. There's been a lot going on. I haven't been able to do as much reading as I would like, or writing for that matter, but I do have some great news. The Switchgrass Crown, my novel, won a couple of awards at BookFest this spring. It got second place in Young Adult LGBTQ+, and third place in Young Adult Myths, Fables, and Legends. And so I'm super excited because now I have 2 award-winning books, The Ghosts of Marshley Park and The Switchgrass Crown. Currently working on a sequel to The Switchgrass Crown, so if you haven't read it, consider picking it up. It's free to read on Kindle Unlimited, and now that it's Indie April, you should be picking up those indie books. I'm one to talk because I am so far behind on all of my reading, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, I'm reading an indie advanced reader copy of Starseer, I want to say is the name of it. So far, so good. I'm about 60 some odd % into it, and I'm hoping to finish that relatively soon. And then I'm still working on the Queen of the Damned reread, and I'm still working on Tower of Nero. And I should try and get at least maybe one more indie book in there. But I am so far behind on my reading. My Goodreads is shaking its finger at me. Anyway, what I did manage to read last month were 2 manga. The first is Spy Times Family, By Family, Spy X Family. I don't know how you read the X in this title. I have not seen the anime. I've heard there's an anime. I haven't seen it. I just have heard a lot about this, and I've seen it around a lot. And finally, I was in the Barnes & Noble, and they had the first volume, so I grabbed it. The story is about a spy whose codename is Twilight, who gets put on a mission where he needs to have a family. He needs to place a child at a very elite school in order to track the target. I don't know. Anyway, he adopts a little girl. I can't remember her name now. Can't remember any of the names, but the little girl can read minds, but Twilight doesn't know that. And then he also ends up finding a wife. She works some kind of service. So it's an office. There are like administrative assistants, like a bunch of women. This is very, I don't know, 50s, 60s-esque in that sense. And then that's the woman's name, the wife's name. She does like the coffee and stuff, but she's like a step down from the admins, I think, is my understanding. This is all her cover though, because I mean, it's in the first volume, so it's not really a spoiler. She's actually an assassin. So all 3 of them are special in some way, and none of them are aware of what the others have going on. And so there's like a comedic element, and then, you know, the spy thriller element. I liked it. I didn't love it. The start for me was kind of slow, but once they all came together as a family, you know, it was the putting together of the family part that to me was just like, okay, let's just get it going. But once they were all together as a family by the end of the volume, I was enjoying it more. So I will probably try one more to see where it goes. I don't even know how many volumes there are of this now, but I will probably try, read a little further into it, just to see if it's something I want to continue on with. As far as my Crunchyroll subscription has lapsed because I hadn't been using it. So I let that go. At some point there will be enough stuff I want to watch that I'll resubscribe and watch it all in one go. And maybe this will be one of them. The other manga I read was The Dragon's Betrothed. I'm sorry for the glare. This is the first manga I've ever bought that had the little explicit content warning thing, which it wasn't explicit. I don't know if they're just setting it up for future volumes to be explicit. Anyway, this one was really cute. I did actually really like this one. It is very much of its type. Chiharu he's an author. He goes back to his hometown for a little break. He lives in Tokyo, but he goes back to his hometown, meets this weird guy, Rin, who is waiting for his betrothed. Turns out that the betrothed is Chiharu. Chiharu's grandmother, who raised him, had promised the dragon her grandson in return for a wish fulfillment. And his grandmother was also an author, so I don't know if we're supposed to assume that her wish was to be successful as an author, or if that's something that's going to be revealed later, that her wish was something else. But basically, Rin's like, okay, yeah, we belong together, and Chiharu's like, don't think so, not interested, no thank you. But Rin is working hard on trying to win Chiharu over. And Chiharu also has like this really terrible aunt who inherited from the grandmother and is kind of holding that inheritance over Chiharu's head. And, you know, there are other things going on. I just really liked it. It's very tropey. It's very much of its type if you like this type of thing. But, you know, I tried to read Kami-sama Kiss and I never got into it. This I like a lot more. This is definitely that kind of manga, though, so if that's the kind of thing you like, with the understanding that it is gay, you know, boys love, as they say, and I assume in eventual volumes will be more explicit. Right now they have some cuddle moments. It's very cute, but yeah, and I really like the artwork in it, too, so that's a plus. The art in this one is decent, I mean, but this style I definitely prefer. Anyway, so that's all I've managed to read. Oh, you guys, I'm like, we were away, we just got back, I'm hosting like book club, I have a committee meeting, like my opportunities to sit down and do anything, even just this quick video, are super limited right now. Hopefully I'll get more writing, more reading done. Hopefully things will lighten up a little, but in the meantime, I will post to the side here, one of these sides, I don't know. I will post my ongoing bingo board for how my reading is going for the year, so you can see that I am doing, you know, I'm doing like, I think I have 8 placements, and I'm close to finishing some lines, but yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm reading a wide variety of things, which is good. There will be a new Drew and Rayze story coming out shortly, so look for that. Again, Drew and Rayze, the first one's free to read on a number of platforms. The second and third ones are free to read on Kindle Unlimited, and they're only 99 cents if you don't have KU. One of them's a Christmas story, but the other one, if you're not feeling like reading Christmas in April, the other one is, well, the other one's a fall story too, but still, go and enjoy. The upcoming one is a summer story, so that might be more your speed. It should be out in the next, like, week or two, before the end of the month, at the very least. So keep an eye on that, And I think that's all the news. I know I talked about in previous videos going to Savannah this summer. It turns out I can't go to Savannah this summer, so I will not be at that particular con. If you've already planned to go, I hope you go and have a great time, because it does sound like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm bummed I can't make it. Some other stuff has come up. My life has gone, boom, just crazy busy. And, you know, not all in bad ways, but I miss having downtime. I miss being lazy. So yeah, so that's where we are. Anyway, thanks for checking in, stopping in, and I'll see you hopefully soon with, I don't know, something. I'll finish a book and talk about it, or I'll have some other news to talk about. Anyway, in the meantime, take care.